Good morning. I want to thank everybody who joins us in Ukraine Media Center Ukrinform. My name is Olha Atamanova. It's been 10 years of the war, and today is day 614 of the full-scale invasion of our homeland by Russian aggressor. And traditionally, I want to thank the representatives of all the mass media present here, those who tell the world the truth about our heroic resistance. Today, we have invited all of you to present a new initiative that unites government and the businesses. We will be talking about our veterans community, support of our veterans community, which is very important to us, really. I want to introduce our speakers. Today is Ruslana Velychko-Trifonyuk, First Deputy Executive Director of the Ukrainian Veterans Foundation of the Ministry of Veterans Affairs. Also joining us is Dmitro Dubrovskyi, co-founder and CEO of Uklon, Ambassador of Ukrainian Veterans Foundation. And also joining us is Sudilkovsky, Chief Marketing Officer at LUN, Ambassador of the Ukrainian Veterans Foundation. Good morning, everybody. Ms. Ruslana, I would like to give the floor to you. Please tell us about this presentation. We know that it will be a presentation of an interactive map that will show all of the veterans businesses within the country, I hope. So let's talk about this initiative. How have you come up with it? What was the response of the business? So a microphone, please. Well, good morning, everybody. First of all, I would like to thank our partners, because it's really a socially oriented business. They support us, they support the veterans business, not for the first time, and they really show us how Ukrainian businesses should be acting and how Ukrainian business should work now, how they are supposed to express their gratitude and respect to the veterans. So we present this project today with LUN and Uklon. It's the map of veterans businesses. It's being added. More veterans businesses are added to the map. And I would like to emphasize that all of the businesses represented in the map, they are verified. So because the Ukrainian Veterans Foundation extends the financial support, us as a government institution, we have to verify all of the financial statements of those businesses and other statements, and we can confirm it's a business that works, that provides high quality services, a business which is really run by the veterans, because as a government institution we have to verify all of the statutory documents and other statuses. So let's check out the map and then discuss it in a deeper detail. So who can tell us about it? Let me tell you about the map. Again, thank you very much for this opportunity to get engaged in such a right initiative, because the future of Ukraine we see is the future where veterans are respected and where veterans businesses have advantages not only of tax nature, but where they enjoy the preferences of the users, of the consumers. We want the people to prefer the businesses founded by veterans, and to popularize that idea, they establish wonderful businesses, and to popularize this idea of paying attention to those who establish the businesses, we've created this map. And in this map, throughout all of the Ukraine, you may check out veterans businesses and to submit application to add more businesses to this map. It's not the first map created by LUN Misto. We have an inclusivity map, for example, where we can see the establishments let's say like pharmacies, hospitals, which are accessible for low mobility persons, and the map of veterans businesses is created to demonstrate the availability of certain businesses, just like majority of those present in this studio. We start our morning with coffee, and we would like this coffee to be bought from the businesses established by the veterans. So as you were developing the map, did you use only the capabilities of your company, or you also use the resources of Ukrainian Veterans Foundation? How this cooperation was happening? Well, LUN exists for 15 years, and we work with the real estate, and real estate is better be indicated in the map. We have huge expertise in development of the maps, so we've shared our expertise with Ukrainian Veterans Foundation to create this map and to continue supporting the development of this map further on. Mr. Dmitro, so how did you get involved, and what is your contribution to this project? Well, look, more than a year we are partners, and I'm an ambassador of Ukrainian Veterans Foundation. So from the very beginning we were understanding that the issue with reintegration of veterans into the society is about to arise, and we started supporting all the initiatives of Ukrainian Veterans Foundation. In this project we act as a logistic partner because we've launched the inclusive class in Uklon. So we've launched a number of cars specifically equipped to transport people with restricted capabilities, and thus we are integrated into this map of inclusive places where people with disabilities may get access to. If I may add just a couple of words, I apologize. I keep joking that I advocate veterans businesses, and I may be a little bit more insolent than the majority of people, So what I would like to add to what Mr. Dmitro says, that in fact they are the company that is very well represented for the consumers, for Ukrainian society, and in fact given the fact that Uklon is used by a lot of consumers of Ukraine, for those consumers, they represent this idea. They go hand in hand with those Ukrainian consumers to represent these Ukrainian veterans businesses. I think that the majority of Ukrainian consumers will support it, and it will be important for them to know that they support veterans businesses. I think it's very important for all of us. So we would like to find out more details about the map, how many businesses are already added to it, what are the projections, what are the plans, and how do we access this map to use it. So can you please share this information too? Yes, I will give you these figures right now. So okay, we will put the map so it's accessible to everybody, both in Uklon and LUN platforms, and also on the platform using the capabilities of Ukrainian Veterans Foundation. Because we were asked, where can we buy those products manufactured by the veterans businesses? And when I was buying something from veterans businesses and I was posting it on my personal web pages, I was getting thousands of comments. Okay, where can we get it? Where can we buy it? How to buy it? So we've gathered all those businesses that, first of all, underwent all the bids and verification by Ukrainian Veterans Foundation. We now can confirm that they comply with all of the standards, with the legislation. They have no, like, they don't have, for example, any tax debts or something like that. So this map is about to be added with more businesses. LUN is responsible for verification of those businesses to make sure that it's veterans businesses that are represented there, that those businesses are verified, and so that those businesses are real working businesses. It's really very important, because just like in any other business, what's important here is the quality. Okay, so is it going to be sorted and filtered somehow? For example, we want to have a coffee from a veterans coffee shop next morning. So how can we find it on the map? Yes, exactly. There's a lot of filter options. You can see there are different icons, meaning different types of businesses. As you understand, for example, drinks and food are symbolized by an icon with a coffee cup, but on top of the map there are ambassadors. It's my pleasure, just like my colleague, to be ambassador for this project for Veterans Foundation, and we urge all my colleagues to join to cultivate this culture of respect to veteran businesses among other big non-veterans businesses. Mr. Denis, so let's tell those veterans who have established some businesses how to join this initiative. What should they do? Oh, you mean the map? Yes, how to get them put on the map? Well, as it was mentioned, there is a verification to identify that this business really operates, they have no tax debts, and they deliver a certain quality of goods or services. So they can submit application through the map itself, or the most simple way is to ask the Ukrainian Veterans Foundation, who will additionally tell what are other initiatives for Ukrainian businesses, because the map is only a minor fraction of what they do. Thank you very much, dear colleagues. Do you have any questions? Please join our conversation. Well, I would like to break in a little bit more. So if you want to find out where the map is, if you want to buy something from the veterans, you can also enter Uklon application on your phone and you can see it. So that's a small advertisement here. Well, good morning, Svetlana Tkachuk, Ukrinform. Can you please tell us what is the number of veterans projects represented on the map? Well, the businesses are being added on the map. For what I can say for the time being, you know, it's being added just at this very moment, but the number of verified businesses, those that are documented by Ukrainian Veterans Foundation, it's more than 400 businesses that were asking for financial support from Ukrainian Veterans Foundation under different programs. Their projects were assessed, and we have microfinancing, so microfunding, so it's about up to, I apologize, up to 1,000 private entrepreneurs, bigger or smaller businesses, that will also be represented on this map upon their consent. So to summarize it, it's about 1,000, but the work is still in progress. Dear friends, do we have any more questions on the floor? So, am I understanding you correctly that no matter the type of business established by the veteran and form of ownership, they can be added to the map? Yes, exactly. no matter if they are private entrepreneurs or limited liability company. In compliance with the law on entrepreneurship, entrepreneurs can act using different legal forms. Thank you very much, dear friends. Your questions, please.
新渡辺 Japan Security Company NHK. I try to ask you in English. I'd like to ask about why did you decide to support business of veterans? Because please tell me the reason, and also what kind of business do they have now? Thank you, Дякую.
Питання, мабуть, до наших
Well, I think it will be more of a question to our business representatives. Well, LUN is a commercial organization. Still, we have a civil organization, LUN Mister, where we deal with the civil initiatives. You know, it's the DNA of our company. We cannot do it any other way. We extend most respect possible to our veterans because they risk the most precious that they have, their health, their lives, their future, and they risk it for our independence, for us, for the existence of Ukraine and Ukrainians. And us as a commercial thing is the smallest thing that we can do to help the veterans to get reintegrated back to peaceful life and to get good future, to get proper future, developing their own veterans businesses. I think Mr. Dmitro has something to add too. Well, I was listening to Denise, and I think that the support of the armed forces by the society is the least thing that we can do for them, because people lose their health, lose their life on this war defending us. So I think this initiative should come from all of the businesses. I mean, the support of such veterans initiatives from all of the citizens of Ukraine. So yes, I think that, like Ruslana said, that we can integrate it better to Uklon, but also we can make some type of advertising. Like, for example, when you go somewhere, you get this highlight on the map that in that area there is a veteran business available. You can get a coffee from a veteran's coffee shop. So it's not only PR, we can engage more other channels to establish more close reintegration. There was also a question about the types of businesses, so maybe Ruslana will better tell you about that. So Ukrainian Veterans Foundation, we urge absolutely everybody. Our mission, in fact, is the service to the veterans, because, as it was said by my colleagues, these people, they pay the most precious to defend Ukraine, defend its independence, to make sure that us waking up in the morning and drinking our coffee, that we can drink this coffee. And talking about the types of the businesses, well, they are basically the same as other businesses. It's just that they are founded by veterans. Talking about the types of businesses, they work just like any other businesses. And if currently, for example, the coffee shops, the restaurants are developing, it means that the veterans business is focused more on that sector. Also, veterans business is very well represented in defense and security complex, because they already have those skills, they already acquired that knowledge, where they can apply those skills in their civil lives, and thus they can help their brothers in arms who are still fighting. And they have very good connections with the military, using which they can get direct feedback on use of the products, and it's a huge plus for veterans businesses. Thank you, Ms. Ruslana. Probably the last question to you: is there already some feedback from veterans community about this initiative? So how it was perceived by the veterans? Well, first of all, us as a democratic country, we work in compliance with the legislation. So before we add any business to the map, we asked for their permission. There are some businesses represented there who are located very close to the battle area. They were not added to the map. So the fact that such a number of veterans businesses are represented on the map, it is the feedback itself from the veterans businesses. Thank you very much. Thank you for your consistent systemic work with the veterans community. It's extremely important, and business is one of those of those ways of normal adaptation, reintegration of our veterans to peaceful life. Dear friends, thank you for the interest to this topic, and we continue working for our victory. We want to thank our security and defense forces and all the veterans community for opportunity to have events like this. Glory to Ukraine. Glory to the heroes.